Hi, Quinn Bross here with the Baddest Dudes. You may recognize me from the Clash of Clans, Let's Plays, and live streams that I've done so far. But today I'm going to introduce to you the new Baddest Dudes sub-channel that I'm going to develop, the BrossMobile, where Quinn Bross plays mobile games and shares them with you. So there's so many really awesome looking mobile games out there that I'm super excited to play. In fact, there's so many that I literally cannot decide where to start. So I'm going to go through a list and I'm going to have you guys take a poll at the end of this video to point me in the right direction. So let's take a look. Sega! I never had Sega as a kid, so I'm really excited for Sega Forever. They're making all their old school games available for phones, $2 a piece, or you can play free with occasional ads. They've got great titles like Sonic the Hedgehog, of course, Kid Chameleon, Phantasy Star II, and Crazy Taxi. They've also got Altered Beast and Virtua Tennis with many more to come. Final Fantasy is also making their games available. You can actually play Final Fantasy 1 through 9 on your phone. Plus they got mobile-only games that look cool like Mobius Final Fantasy. Shadowmatic looks like a really neat puzzle game. It's 3D object rotation, and you gotta make something out of its shadow. Stellar Fox is a journey game in its story. A star is trying to get back into space to its mother. On-screen controls look really neat. You draw a pattern, and that pattern serves as a boundary for your character to travel on. Later in the game, more difficult patterns lead to more challenging gameplay. I don't know too much about Distraint, other than it's a horror game with really good reviews. And for me, that's enough to want to play it. Eternium looks pretty sweet. It's a Diablo-type game. You equip yourself, travel around worlds, battling hordes, and casting abilities is done by drawing a certain pattern on the screen. Hocus is another neat looking puzzle game. It's inspired by the artwork of MC Escher. You need to move a cube along different perspectives until you get to the finish square. Magink is really neat looking. It's about a brush-wielding warrior woman. I like art, plus I like the character who reminds me of Hibiki Takane from Last Blade 2, my favorite. Voy is another neat puzzle game. You need to match a pattern granted at the top by moving around objects. It's a clever use of positive and negative space. Looks pretty fun. Ninja Arashi looks sweet. It's a silhouette-styled side-scroller with gruesome deaths, really good music, and it looks like a lot of fun. Sword Art Online is another game that caught my eye because of the on-screen controls. Different patterns drawn with your finger cause your character to do different things. It looks pretty cool. Still Here is a calming forest exploration game where you need to help a robot find his lost parts. It's still in development, but I thought it'd be really cool to play and share with people. Machine Knight is an old school JRPG that looks really fun. The ability system looks a lot like the sphere grid from Final Fantasy X. You can combine different items to create new weapons, which is a game mechanic that I always really like. All in all, it's very much inspired by Final Fantasy, which you can tell by the title and its music. The next game, Liyla and the Shadows of War, looks really interesting. Like Ninja Arashi, it's a silhouette-styled side-scroller, but this one takes place in modern Arabia in a war zone. It looks pretty intense, which is compounded by the fact that it's a true story, which actually makes me kinda nervous to play it. It looks kind of heavy.
Pandora
Telltale game from the Borderlands. Who doesn't want to listen to Putty?
You're going to be reporting to me now, Reese.
Mega Man is also making their games available. You can get Mega Man 1 through 6 for $2 a piece. They've got amazing music, excellent gameplay, they're classics. And there's always Rockbot, which you can play for free. Rusty Lake Roots looks strange, kind of awkward, spooky, definitely strange, definitely spooky, and definitely really fun to play.
Don't worry. We are always here in our past and future lives.
How could you not want to play that? They've also got Rusty Lake Hotel, which is a similar style game.
They all have their own reasons to be here. We will be having 5 dinners. Make sure everyone is worth dying for.
Pretty sweet. Sam Orost is like still here in that it's a forced exploration game. It looks like it's got amazing graphics.
Noodle cake.
I don't know why, but I just really like that intro. I also really like the look of their game. Wayward Souls is a roguelike game where you travel around randomly generated levels and battle creatures. They say it's hard, so it's bound to be fun. Plus, I really like their artistic style. The room looks really cool. It's a puzzle game where you travel around and interact with objects to find clues and solve mysteries. It actually kind of reminds me of Resident Evil meets Steampunk meets Myst. And it's definitely something that I want to play. They've also got Room 3, which is a similar style game. You interact with objects, solve clues, find puzzles. It looks pretty thrilling. Well, that's my selection. Be sure to click on the card in the upper right hand corner and fill out the poll. There are 4 poll categories, so be sure to scroll down and fill out an answer for each one. I hope that you guys are as excited as I am about some of these games. I'm really looking forward to playing them and seeing you guys in live streams and all of that. There's so much to do, and I'm sure that a lot of you have the same problem. But I'm really looking forward to it, and really looking forward to seeing what the community thinks and what the results of this poll are going to look like. So be sure to click on that poll in the upper right hand corner, scroll down, and give an answer for each group. Until then, cheers. Quinn Bross, super excited about BrossMobile and everything that's coming along with the Baddest Dudes. Thanks everybody.